Hi, I'm Ashley and I study nursing.
Hi, I'm Laura. I graduated in June and I studied music at the University of York.
Hi, I'm Eleanor and I've just finished studying occupational therapy at York St John's University, and now I'm a relay worker, so that means I'm kind of working with Christian unions in a couple of the universities in York. It was just like amazing because I just kind of walked in and like there was this amazing worship, everyone was so kind and welcoming, and then we all went for like a picnic in the park afterwards, and I just remember being like, I just feel like so at home here, like I just feel so comfortable and happy. It was just, yeah, it was great. Really enthusiastic about like worshipping God, like genuinely loved him, like people who had like a real relationship with him, and you can kind of see it, and like not just like in the church but like played out in like people and like how they act with their community. I just think that York Community Church is so good at like serving their community. Like they do so many events for people in the area, and I think that's just amazing. I really think that's like how church should be, and like they're just so welcoming to everyone who comes to their doors. And like, yeah, the worship and the talk, that you can just tell how much everybody genuinely loves Jesus, and I just love that. I think
it was probably the name community that was the main factor, and also the mix of ages and backgrounds. It's safe, it's friendly, and there's a focus on intercession and listening to the Spirit, which I find it really powerful and moving. And yeah, there's no pressure to act or be or worship in any particular way. It's very it's a comfortable space, I would say.
They look after their family well, I think, the church family they look after, but also have a heart for the wider community. What really got me was the worship. I loved the worship and how welcoming everybody was. And yeah, that is why I love YCC. Not only do they worship in, like, the worship is amazing, but they also worship in other languages. It's just really wonderful to hear other languages worshipping God.
The student lunch,
like a 2-course meal, is always delicious. There's always like options for like every dietary requirement.
Every week, pretty much, other than in summer, we go to a different family's house, which is also a really great way to get to know people in the church, and I've had so many good conversations with people that I wouldn't have necessarily had conversations with before.
It's relaxed and you kind of meet people in a sort of non-pressured and yet intentional way,
and it's just, yeah, it's so lovely because you get to know different people, like from the church, like different people who host it, but also like get to like really have like such a lovely student community through it, and I've made such good friendships through it. It's great.
Through worship, kids work, there's an accessibility group, there's tea and coffee.
There's quite a few rotas you can get involved with. So I'm on the T for 12 rota. So T for 12 is like the like ministry for like sort of kids, like secondary school age kids. So it's like kids between like 11 and 17, I think 16, 17. And it's really fun. So it can be either just like volunteering, like just kind of being there and joining in a bit, or sometimes I will lead the session, and yeah, it's just really great. Like there's a lot of young people at YCC, and it's so amazing just seeing teenagers like growing in their faith and being a part of that.
Also, there's small groups throughout the week, which is just is a really good kind of weekly rhythm, and prayer and Bible study, and there's Increase, which is the monthly evening time to just pray and worship and receive more from God, and kind of determine what the Spirit is saying for YCC.
You don't always have to feel like, wow, this is my church immediately. I didn't feel necessarily like a big moment, like, oh, this is the church.
Try like a few, and don't be scared to like try one and then like maybe be like, okay, like I think this is good, but I'm gonna try another. like it's totally fine to try a few, but also like I think do try to find one relatively fast to commit to, because it's just once you have a church that you're committed to and you've got regular weeks and you're getting to know people, like you just make these connections, you get amazing people who will really support you through university and just be there for you, and it's so helpful and it's so encouraging. So I think like it doesn't have to feel absolutely perfect, but like if it feels good and you enjoy it and there's nice people there, like at least give it a go for a while. And I think
I would say aim to be more comfortable just receiving at the beginning, and also try and sit in different seats. Keep speaking to God amongst the noise and the change. Give yourself space to breathe and to process. Don't be pressured to join in with every freshers activity, and know that it becomes increasingly easy to adapt to the new living, eating, studying, socialising routines.